Hi Aquarius, welcome into a brief next 48-hour tarot reading for you. I of course want to thank you so much for joining me for this reading, but as we proceed, do keep in mind it is general and it's meant to pertain to the following 48-hour period for you, beginning around when you are guided or drawn to this reading, not just following when I post it. But I am feeling guided to pull from 3 different decks for you. We'll begin by pulling from the Sacred Language of Light Oracle deck. Okay, Aquarius is to be honored is what I just heard. Beautiful. So you're being drawn to this reading for more than one reason. I did hear before I began recording, it's your choice. It's your choice. Now this could be in regards to whether to stick with a person, place, or situation, opportunity moving forward, or you could be thinking about a significant switch up, change, adjustment in your life, even if you feel intuitively it's further down the line than you'd like or would have expected at a certain point or recently. It feels like there's going to be a focus on this change, this choice, if you will. I'm seeing the Lover's card in my mind's eye, and I'm hearing you'll love it. You'll love it, the switch up, the change, the adjustment, if you will, okay, if you choose to go with it. But healing, beautiful. So it is an X48 where you're finding yourself going through levels of healing that feels important to you. It feels like it's teaching you and reminding you of a lot. You could be re-implementing a strategy, say like meditating or something of the sort, that is helping you heal. I do feel like even active moments in the next 48, even if they're not super fast or over exuding oneself, right? It could just be you going for a walk or just kind of, they're saying running on the treadmill quite slowly. That even feels quite healing and soothing to the soul. There's a focus on your glow in the next 48 and why that actually is coming to be, but I feel like you can't help but focus on certain imperfections as far as, okay, your habits or one in particular. It could be, say, your skin complexion or just you want to get into better shape or you name it, right? I just heard injury for some. Anyways, I do feel like there's also a focus on your voice when it comes and it goes and it cracks and it stutters a little bit, right? You slip up. I do feel like there's a focus on a period of time, a chapter, if you will, for a lot drawn to the reading. If you were to rewind back in a simplistic manner, when you were a bit clumsy, a bit wounded, right? It reminds me of my last serving job that I had in Boston, although I made a ton of money, right? It was very successful and I enjoyed it for the most part. I was so busy that I ended up with bruises and cuts and you know what I mean? And you just feel kind of injured when you work a serving job like that. But it's lucrative all the meanwhile. However it pertains to you, it could be completely different, obviously. There's going to be a focus on that for whatever reason. But there is only light. Absolutely beautiful. The number 3, as they push me to add up the 3 and the 0 there, look at this kind of peaceful energy that you're exuding, that you're embodying, that you need to get back to embodying if you feel that left your life or you sort of stepped away from, right? Because it feels like there might be one, if not multiple factors outside of you. Say somebody's noisy, somebody has bad energy, spiritually affected, messed with, right? Or you just feel a shift in your own energy in a negative sense. However it works for you, right? It could be your job or, you know, they're saying where you work, or just however it works for you. Once again, something you're picking up on is what I'm hearing. It could even be a dream, if not multiple, because that does affect me as well. We need you to be feeling peaceful because that is when you're most effective, most desirable, and feeling your best. But I do feel like you're thinking about busier times lying ahead. I feel like for a lot drawn to the reading, once again, that reminder of a past chapter, regardless of whether it was tied into you feeling a bit wounded or not, it's this past chapter that you're being reminded of where you gained perspective, you gained new knowledge, wisdom, and strategies, even learn from the mistakes from that chapter to make sure that this next upcoming chapter for you or next stage of the current chapter you're in doesn't feel as stressful. Does that make sense? We need it to feel peaceful but productive. Okay. I'm also hearing you're a light in this world and you are manifesting at this time, Aquarius. Do you realize that? I feel like you do, but then you forget that. And so this reminds you to keep your mind channeling, consistently is what I'm hearing. You might be gaining so many downloads, but I do feel like what you focus on, what you expect, what you know, and what you actually believe is going to be of true importance, because if you're feeling negative in the mind, you're going to manifest it, okay? If you don't think this big change is going to happen, or something's going to improve for you, or both, then it's not going to happen, right? It just feels like you can go the distance, and the next 48 is reminding you of that. It just was shown somebody reaching for more, reaching for the stars, right? It's like, I'm an Aquarius and I don't want to settle, but I might have to for the time being, so that I can have the means to make that change, that choice, or just maybe to figure out what I want fully. They're also saying a back and forth kind of vibe, right? In your mind, your awareness, your focus. It's like, I want this. Okay, I don't think it can happen. Or I want this. Okay, I actually want this, right? And that could pertain to dating, living situations, a different type of change, career. And they're saying you can have it all, but then there's also a focus on the fact that you can't have it all. Does that make sense? In two different ways. It's like, say you want to move to a different place of residence or a new job. It's like, you're not going to be able to move to both places, right? Maybe some can, but it's like, pick and choose, right? It's your choice. You are manifesting, my friend. Let's pull an overall oracle, rather overall tarot from the good tarot. Also, your connection to your higher self, to your intuition, to your spirit guides, to other spirits. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot drawn to the reading, regardless of whether you hear spirit clearly normally or not, will hear a random spirit joining you, and that will feel kind of refreshing. I don't know why, but it just will. I feel like you both will feel connected to each other's energy, soul. It's like, you're not meant to view your spirituality as a negative thing, but at times you do. Even your empathic abilities. They're showing somebody thinking about a past time or period of your life where you kind of wanted to curl up into a ball because of your empathic abilities. I totally get it. It can feel really overwhelming. I really wanted one, but they gave me 4. Anyways, we might just stick to this deck. The Strength card, the 6 of Earth, the Messenger of Water, and the 7 of Earth. You might be getting good news in the next 48 or soon after that. Or there's a focus on a recent message of importance, okay? I do feel like you are a messenger through your work, through what you're watering, through regrounding yourself even. You're a message of importance, a message of leadership and, responsibility is what I'm hearing. You're an independent light to be shown for the world to see when you choose to be in the spotlight, or spirit just pushes you into, that awareness or just that spotlight once again. But I do feel like there's a focus on, as I'm drawn to the seahorse, predictive nature, right? Psychic abilities for some. You seeing the way because you're so intuitive, but then you question the vision you're being given or that you're seeing. It's like me at times getting certain messages outside of these readings, and then I question, is this accurate, right? Because I am spiritually messed with. It reminds you to pair your practicality with spiritual occurrences and messages coming in, but to remember that your intuition is always true, okay? I also feel like your connection to the earth, to Mother Nature, to certain weather occurrences taking a highlight, if for the better or for the worse, right? It's like not every type of weather is going to benefit you or just affect your energy positively. But I do feel like you will benefit from some aspects of it. Anyways, the Strength card and the 6 of Earth, because I do feel like separately these are talking about how you're one strong individual from all you've overcome, all you've been through, and all you are going through. But it's like this rebalancing, regrounding that's taking place. They want these to be held up together. Okay, that needs to bring that light to an ultra shine, ultra glow. Interesting. I do feel like there's abundance in the next 48. It's like, I'm seeing this kind of as a money tree, right? Or, they're saying, or a family tree, because that's a level of abundance. But I do feel like for a lot, it's like, you might be thinking about how you dipped into your savings too much recently, or you don't have enough in your savings or in your account. I feel like a lot are thinking about how much you need in order to make a choice, a decision, a change up reality for you, right? To bring it into fruition. It's like, you can manifest, but do you want it to fall flat, right? Say this is tied into your money. I'm really getting a move of resonance for a lot, and I get that. Or it could be a car. It's like, you can manifest the right option. But if you don't have the means, the foundation, the setup to make it last, do we really want to manifest it sooner, right? It's this responsible, mature, realistic view on things that Spirit's pushing you to take on or continue, where it's like, I want to actually make this last, right? Or if, say, it's not money related and you want that perfect relationship in more than one way, you don't want to take on this connection, meet this person or reconnect with this person before you're actually ready on an internal level, right? You might have healing still needing to get done, to be accomplished, or you might just not have the time, the space for that connection within this specific time period. However it works for you, I feel like there's a strength about what you choose to delay, what you choose to take on, and what you choose to continue. And you need to remember that that is absolutely, whether you realize it or not, or remember or not, it's tied to your intuition, okay? It's an X48 for you, Aquarius, where there's a strength about how you choose, how you hold back, and how you move forward. And again, it feels like, okay, there's clarity coming in and there's a fresh start that you're thinking about. But it's the next 48 where, in a grounded, peaceful way, you're being guided to reach for more. All right? So if this was truly helpful, sending you so much love and light, go enjoy your next 48, and I'll definitely see you next time.